we back again, and as you can see, I got my shocks in. I got a few of them bled already and set up, letting the bubbles come on out just for extra insurance. I did a thing with I'm gonna take this shock apart because I'm gonna do one on camera so you guys can see the process. Sure, if you're an avid RCer, you've seen this before, but if you're new to the game, new to the hobby, and you're checking out my channel, I'm gonna make sure that you guys have this information. So it's a simple thing, really. It's not a lot to it. It's not a lot to it. I'm just trying to get things out of the way. You see, you got your shock. It's empty. This is an eBay special. So, okay, guys, I'm here with my shock taken apart. This part comes loose. I took this loose, and I took a little bit of this stuff here. Some green slime. As you can see, the tube is kind of old. I've had this stuff a while, but it doesn't expire or anything. I put it around this black thing here. You see, this black thing here that you see, that's a O-ring, obviously. I put some on this O-ring, tightened it up because I hear a lot about these shocks leaking. So I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't going to do that to me. And so I put a little bit of that on that O-ring. And now I'm just going to take I got me some Mugen, sorry guys. Got some Mugen super silicone 600 weight shock oil. So, which is 60 weight really. At any rate, what you do with it is this. It's very simple. 60 weight shock oil. It's very simple. Yeah. Fill the shock up with oil. Try to make sure that I don't miss and make a mess here, because I'm trying to video this and do this. Fill it up, put as much in as you can without overfilling it. You might even want to leave a little bit, about 2/8 of a, well, 2 millimeters. I'm going to within 2 millimeters, maybe a little closer, where it's pretty full, like that. And what you want to do now is you just push the piston up till you see the top of the piston sleeve. You just pull it back down. As you see, you're going to get a lot of bubbles. You want to do that until you stop seeing those bubbles come up. I would say how many times? Most people say you only have to do it like 4 or 5 times. I think it's different for each shock, honestly. Some of the shocks I did earlier had a lot of air, so I was doing this like 10 times, but right now I'm getting it out pretty good. This is what you want to do until you stop seeing big bubbles. Them tiny bubbles you're gonna get for a while. Those you're gonna let settle. You're gonna let that stuff settle out of there. But this is all you do, you know. And there are people who like to set rebound. These particular shocks I got here, they don't have a bladder. They just got the O-ring in the top. So I'm curious to see how well these are gonna work out. I got high hopes, you know, because they seem well built. Nice aluminum bodies, threaded, you know, these are pretty nice. So I'm hoping that things work out well with this as far as that goes. I just do it a few times. Even after I stop seeing bubbles, I just do it a little more just to make sure that I got what I want. Then it's my little homemade, made out of a box shock stand. Set them over there. And the little shock stand, as you can see, it's made out of a little box. You don't need much. I mean, it's just your shocks. Anything with 4 holes that'll hold the shocks will do you just fine. And these are the rest of the pieces. This is what came with the shocks. It was, most of the time, I hear that they come with 2 or 4 of these little caps, but I only got 2. So, I don't know. And I got the plastic little spacers that go in the caps, because they got these big holes in them, see? So I don't know about that part as far as what parts come with it. It didn't show that it had this. It just showed the shock, put together. At any rate, that's how you bleed your shocks. That's how you do it. And you find yourself somewhere to stand them up. I have had one sitting for a while, so I'm gonna actually take the first one I did. It was settling for a good while. You want to make sure they're topped off. I topped it off while it was sitting here. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw the cap on here. There's a little. Go ahead and throw the cap on here. Hopefully we got this all on camera. Trying to center it up and everything. This hat cam is a lot of fun, guys. Snug it up. You don't want to, well, you want to make sure it's tight enough to not let your oils leak out. And even this bottom spot that I was tightening in here, make sure that that's still tight, good and tight. And then you just take your spring, put it back on here. You gotta pull that up a bit, and this guy slides right on like so. Make sure everything slides together good. Let's reassemble. It's as simple as that. And that's how it goes, guys. That's how you bleed and assemble your shocks. Little things that you have to do to some of these eBay shocks, because they have a tendency to leak or anything. So I'm not taking a chance. I don't know if these were gonna leak or not, but I figured I'd just do this. Better safe than sorry. This is TKSHobby. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe, support the channel, so I can keep bringing you guys content. And you guys have a blessed one. TKSHobby, signing out.